I'm having to come in here and do some damage control on these tomatoes. When I compare them to my other tomatoes in the garden and up on the deck, they are so much smaller and not as far along. I'm hoping that by topping them off with some compost and my choice of fertilizer, which is the trifecta, it will give them the support that they need so that their stems can grow a lot thicker and put on some blossoms. These are the green cherry tomatoes. I actually transplanted these before I did any of my other tomatoes. And they've actually got more sunlight than the majority of my tomatoes. So I'm definitely attributing their slow growth to the soil. When I look at these tomatoes here, these are the also an indeterminate variety, and they're much further along. They have blossoms on them. They haven't put out fruit yet, but that will soon follow. Their stems are a lot thicker, luscious green leaves. Same here with my Isis indeterminate variety. They're starting to put on blossoms. Their stem is thick and they're getting the least amount of sunlight. These three out of all my tomatoes. This is a Tom Clementine variety, and they're also lush and green, putting on blossom and fruit. And then this variety, which is the indigo, I believe these are my indigo variety. They also have blossom and fruit, and they're also in the grow bag. And they're not getting as much sunlight as the green tomatoes that are puny and thin. So I'm hoping to give them the support that they need. I'm gonna push this mulch back, and I will add more soil and my fertilizer in here. I did water them down really good yesterday. I might just come through and water them again. I also need to get rid of these cages. They're not working out. I mean, they've outgrown them. And I kind of knew this going in once I found out that they are an indeterminate, meaning that they can continue to grow and give me fruit as long as I'm caring for it up until my first frost. And in this zone, it could be Thanksgiving. So I can have fruit all the way up into Thanksgiving. We'll just have to see if disease and other pests don't take them out. They can grow and give fruit up into Thanksgiving. But they're lagging behind all the other tomato plants, and I'm attributing it to the soil. I'm hoping if I come through and just top them off real good, and that will give them the support that they need. And I will go through and do this to especially my container tomatoes at some point during their growing season. But these I decided to do it a lot earlier. The 5-10-4 trifecta will help with leaf growth, root growth, and fruit. And hopefully it will help give these plants the support that they need. I will scratch the fertilizer into the soil, kind of like this, and I'll go through, water them, and then cover them back up with the mulch. And we'll just keep an eye on them and see how they do the rest of the season, if they catch up with the other guys. And I will do just a simple stake for them, like I've done for all my other tomatoes, just a simple wooden stake, and tie them up. I think that will be better than the cage.